So this is our R32 drift car here. If you've watched some of our other videos, you would have seen it in some of our other videos. We've painted the engine bay and we took it for a track day recently. But now's the time to start prepping it for paint. So I'm going to start washing it now because it's quite dirty. It was parked at one of our other sheds. Yeah, so today I'm going to be washing it and then hopefully starting to sand it back as well. Right, so I've got the car all clean now and it's looking a lot better. So I'm going to work panel by panel. I'm going to start degreasing and sanding. So it's been a couple of days now and I haven't been able to do any sanding because there's been some pretty bad weather. It's been like 2 days of really bad rain and there's been some flooding in some areas. So, but today looks like a pretty good day. So yeah, it's nice and sunny. It's pretty cold though. So I'm going to be getting onto some more sanding today. Alright, so it's been about a week and a half since the last clip that you would have just seen. It's taken me a while to get this thing sanded back. I'm just currently sanding with 180 grit sandpaper, just trying to get the top layer of paint off. And then I'm going to go over with 240 grit and then 320 grit just to get a finer scratch for the paint, for the primer to stick to. So I'll give you a quick walk around of the progress that I've made. There's just been a shower, so it's a bit wet. But the side is almost fully sanded back. Yeah, I've got it jacked up just to reach the harder places. Just under there to do. And then the side as well, under there. So Matt's just moving it around for me so that I can jack it up from the back. And it smells so fuely.
There's two of the cylinders on fire. And also, listen.
What's that noise?
I don't know. It does that. Maybe a leak out of that, maybe. But I don't know.
So I had this side jacked up, and I've fully sanded all that bit, like this bit here, all along, all the way back to 320. So that's all ready for primer now. So next I'm going to jack the back up, and then sand under there all the way back to 320, and then jack this side up. And sand all the way under there back to 320, and then the rest I can do just without jacking it up. Alright, so I've got the drift car back to 240 grit now, all the way around. It's just like the a little annoying bits that I have to pay a bit more attention to, like around the mirror and like under the doors and stuff, but I'll do that later. So I bought some body filler or bog that I'm going to be using for like all of the dents, and there's like a couple little rust spots, but other than that there's just like a lot of little dents, little annoying dents. There's one more little rust spot on the roof there. There's this other little rust spot here on the bonnet. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that today. So I'm going to start with this bit here on the roof. That seems like an easy little spot. So I'm just going to sand all of this area back to metal, and then if I need to use a bit of rust converter on that, I'll put that on, and then I'll get this bog on. This is the bog that I've got here, metal bog. So that seems to have taken all of the rust out. You see the hole, it's just metal there now. It's pretty solid. So all the rust is all gone. Now I can probably bog over this. So I just found a spot here that looks like someone's already done a patch weld in there. So there must have been some rust cut out of here, and there's like a bit of bog under this paint as well. So someone's already started to do some patch repairs on it. So I just read the instructions of the bog, and it said to take it back to bare metal around 5 centimeters around the area. So I think hopefully that's going to be big enough. And that there. And then it didn't look like there was a hole here, but when I wire brushed it back, it actually turns out there was a hole. But I've taken all of the rust off there, so the bog should fill that pretty easily. Right, so now I'm just going to clean down the areas with a bit of degreaser just to make sure that they're all clean. There's no dirt or anything in there so that this bog can stick. So now I'm just going to be mixing up the bog. Hopefully you can see that. It stinks. Maybe I'll start with that. Right, so I've got the body filler on all of the parts that I wanted to. So just wait for that to dry. So this bog is all dry now. Alright, so the drift car is finally all finished its prep work. So it's taken me about a full month to prep this car to where it is now. So it's been quite a while. I haven't been able to film every bit that I've done just because it would have taken me way too long. But yeah, here it is now, all finished, all back to 320 grit. And then I've done filled in all of the little dents and rust spots as well. Yeah, it's all good to go. I'm just gonna give it a wash now and then mask it up and then degrease and clean it down as much as we can, and then we're going to paint it. We're not going to paint it today, probably Sunday, but that will be another video because I'm going to be breaking this video into 2 parts. So stay tuned for the next part to see how the paint job turns out. We're just going to give it a wash now and then start masking it up, and we're going to drive it up to our other shed because that's where we're going to be painting it.